Did you know that with the congressional and presidential elections combined, the 2020 elections are expected to cost $14 billion? Twice the cost of 2016. $14 billion! That's almost the combined age of both candidates. I mean, do you have any idea how much money that is? If you gave me $14 billion, I would be a billionaire. And what's crazy is, they spend all this money to get elected, and then when you're like, okay, I voted for you, can I get free healthcare? Then they'll be like, sorry, there's no money, we spent it on ads. Oh, that shit was crazy. But because there's still a week until the election, the candidates are still scavenging for people's votes, like political raccoons. And just like in every other election year, now that we're 1 week away from the election, black people are back in style.
Black voters could tip the scales in this election, and right now there are signs that turnout among this key voting bloc could rival what we saw in 2008 with Barack Obama at the top of the ticket.
Black voters saw about 750,000 early votes at this point in 16, now approaching 2 million.
When you look at some of those states that back in 2016 that were decided by a less than 2% margins, black voters in particular could make the difference in 2020.
Donald Trump won the Electoral College by 80,000 votes. If black turnout had been at Barack Obama levels in 2016, we'd be talking about Hillary Clinton's re-election.
Okay, can I just say, I think it's a little much to expect black voters to turn out for any candidate like they did for Barack Obama. It's like being shocked that more black people went to a Megan Thee Stallion concert than to see Katy Perry. I mean, usually the only black people at a Katy Perry show are the ones who thought that she was related to Tyler Perry. Is this another Madea character? I didn't know Madea did white girls. But even so, this is a huge turnout. 2 million early black votes. That's right, I said early. So I don't want to hear another joke about black people being late ever again. And wouldn't it be poetic if the black vote swung this election? Because given Trump's history of discriminating against black tenants, black people kicking him out of a house, whew, that would be sweet. And by the way, I know the media is just trying to say that the black vote is important, but the implication is always that it's black voters' fault when shit goes wrong. You know, if just a small percent of black people had voted differently, Trump wouldn't have won. Yeah, but if an even smaller percentage of all white people had voted differently, Trump wouldn't have won either. No one ever talks about that. It's almost like everyone's like, well, white people, of course, they're going to make bad choices, but black people, you should know better. So, with the black vote as important as ever, both sides are trying to tailor their messages with hopes of resonating with black voters.
This year, the number of eligible black voters has hit an all-time high, with both sides scrambling for their support.
The Trump campaign releasing a new ad highlighting support from black voters.
In 2016, I made you a solemn pledge. I would be your greatest champion.
The Biden campaign has launched a barbershop-style series to engage black men.
Trump, in an effort to court black voters, is releasing what he's calling his Platinum Plan.
The Biden-Harris campaign has done something we've never seen in presidential politics before, a campaign ad that is just battle rapping.
Biden and Harris planning to put $70 billion to the HBCU. What Trump attempted to do, they plan to double that. And as far as the rich and poor with schools, the whole goal is to end the funding gap. That sounds legit. Only if our president now would quit.
Wow. I've never seen a rap battle where both people lost. It almost felt like those guys were in a battle against rap. It's honestly too bad Tupac is still alive because he just killed himself. And you know, I love seeing how both the white candidates think black people want to be spoken to. Trump is like, I know black people, you guys want the Platinum Plan, yo, yo. And Biden is like, let me talk to y'all at the barbershop, my man. The ideas that they have about black people are so ridiculous. I was literally laughing about this with my friends at the barbershop. I mean, if these guys are gonna have rap battles, I don't want to have some random guys. I want to see Trump and Biden doing it themselves. That's interesting. I want Trump just spitting his truth like, I'm the DJT, the man of the hour, and you know my style, I'm about white power. And then Biden comes in like, I grew up in Delaware, I'm a simple man, but what's up with Trump? Come on, man, come on, this is malarkey. Because you know, we think this is normal, but you notice we'll never see this kind of pandering in reverse. Like, yeah, Obama courted the white vote, but he never came out with a moonshine jug like, all right, everybody, I'm going to sing you a song about the Southland. Who So, there's been a lot of focus on the black vote this year. And there's one specific demographic within the black vote that's gotten a lot of extra attention.
President Trump's poll numbers increasingly rising among black men. The latest polling from Pew shows black men are almost twice as likely to support Trump as black women.
Polling shows 18% of black men under 50 support Trump's reelection.
And that is an opportunity for the Trump campaign and a potential liability for the Biden campaign, which needs strong black turnout to win in places like Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
That's right. No one is surprised that Trump has got fewer black women than every season of The Bachelor combined. But some people are surprised that he's doing better with black men, which is strange. It's like hearing that the Titanic iceberg has some support among survivors. Now, of course, the obvious question on many people's minds is, why? Why are black men more likely to support Trump than black women? Well, to get to the bottom of this phenomenon, we turn to a black man, our very own Roy Wood Jr. What's going on, Roy?
What's going on, Zamunda? What's happening?
So, what do you think is behind Trump's appeal to black men?
Well, first off, you need to twist how you spinning this. 90% of black men aren't voting for Trump. So let's just say that off the top. Really, if you want to be funky about it, the people that's really supporting Trump are white men. Like saying that black men, like that would be like for all the crazy stuff that's happening in the Trump administration, you just blame it all on Ben Carson. That ain't Ben Carson. I mean, is he there? Technically, yes. But is that really where all the problems are coming from?
Oh, you know, actually, Roy, that's a really good point. People don't focus on the 90% of black men. They focus on that group. But the fact remains, some black men are voting for Trump.
Yeah, there's always some black people doing shit. The same way is some white people who can dance on beat. It's always going to be outliers, man. Come on now.
Yeah, Roy, I hear you. But I think the interesting thing here is that Trump is doing better with black men than previous Republicans did. I mean, like, why do you think that is?
It's kind of complicated, Serengeti. Here's the thing, man, is that when you look at black men and why they're voting for Trump, some of them are just straight up Republicans. They just don't want to pay taxes, which I get. I get you don't want to pay taxes because you know what's messed up about taxes? Some of your taxes go to pay for batons that you get hit upside the head with. That's messed up. I wouldn't want to pay taxes either. Then you have black men that are just straight up just anti-immigration. They think immigrants are coming over here to take their jobs. So a vote for Trump is a vote against that, which I get. Okay, fine. But if you're asking me, the reason why I really think black men like really identify with Trump is because low-key Trump is a rapper. He's a rapper, bro. Think about it. Trump talk about all the money he got, but he broke. All his friends in jail, and he started beef with everybody. That's a damn rapper, man. This dude, you worried about some East Coast, West Coast beef? Nah, dog. Trump, who you know beef with the whole globe? The globe, Trevor. He beef with the whole. Why do you think he started the Space Force? So he could go up there and shoot at the aliens.
Okay. I actually see what you mean. But Trump, the person, has done some bad shit to black people, like his family discriminating against black tenants, or the way he went after the Central Park Five.
Yeah, but Trevor, what white candidate is there that has a healthy history with black men? You got Hillary with the super predator. You got Joe Biden with the crime bill. Then you had the one who was the one with the Jerry curl. There was a president that had the Jerry curl. The Millett Fillmore. They all had damaged histories with black people. If you told black people not to vote for a white candidate because they got a weird history with black men, then people would just never vote. That's why you got to vote for the candidate with the most black friends. See, they think we're going to be keeping track of that stuff. We do. We know which white people got black friends.
So wait, what you're saying is, just like everyone else, black people vote for candidates who have the best chance to move them forward, and some black men think that Trump is that candidate.
Exactly. We're not a monolith. White people ain't the only ones that get to fight with their relatives at Thanksgiving. Hell, excuse me a second. Somebody for the Trump campaign. They keep calling for my vote. Yeah, what's up with that platinum plan now?
All right, have fun, Roy.